I'm Heidy, Founder and Director of Refuge For Refugees. When the lockdown continued this year, we saw an increasing number of families reaching out for help. At one point of time, our hotline was ringing every 10 minutes. It's just been really heartbreaking being on the ground. And I guess as an organization, we try to just meet as many needs as possible, regardless of who that writes in asking for help. So now each weekend, we feed anywhere between 500 families, so 1,000 families. We've now recently scaled up back to 1,000 families given a dire needs. In our grocery bags, usually is sufficient supply to last a family anywhere between a week and a half to 2 weeks. And so when your supplies run out, they can then apply and reach out to us once again. We usually get our funding from public donors, just people, well-meaning Malaysians that want to do their part in helping other people who are struggling this season. So if anyone would like to contribute, you can write into us at refugerefugees@gmail.com or check out our Facebook page. Drop us a message there and we'll get back to you. So when it comes to rent, it's always very difficult for us to help them. So usually for rent, we usually try diverting them to an organization that has larger capacity to help. But when it comes to hospital bills, if it's really dire, Refuge for Refugees will also step in to try to help fundraise for these medical bills. I mean, obviously within our best capacity, and we're really thankful that, each and every time we take on a medical case that requires intervention, Malaysians have been really, really kind to meet that need, and to make sure that a child gets the surgery she needs. I think it's really hard. It's a really heartbreaking movement, knowing that people are at a brink of desperation in such a way. It's also been really heartwarming actually to see Malaysia come together to meet the needs. It reminds me that, when the going gets tough and when things get really hard, Malaysia really comes together, all races, all age groups united to see how we can get through the pandemic together. For my team and I, we make sure that we double mask, and gear up as much as possible each and every time we go into the community. I think more than just, keeping ourselves safe in terms of just preventing ourselves from catching on to COVID-19, I feel that we also need to keep our mental health in check. Check in on the communities around you, check in your friends, especially those that you've not heard from in a while. Even if they seem to be okay, make sure that you reach out. I think it's really important now that we depend on one another. The only way we'll get through this is if we get through this together.